Well, opening statement for me is I kind of feel like Sylvester the Cat with 9 lives because we went into a weekend series this past weekend feeling like our magic number was 2 to get in the tournament. And as it turned out, we used the rule book worked in our favor and the tiebreaker, and we're very fortunate to be in this tournament. We're very honored to be one of the 6 teams to play in the championship here in Columbus, being our hometown. I know our guys are looking forward to the opportunity to play for a Big Ten championship and a berth to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, just say congratulations to everybody for getting here. It's all this tournament with the addition to be the conference, the addition of Nebraska has made it truly. I was saying that to my wife the other day. You've got to play well to get in this thing now, and because the quality of the conference has just gone up. So, thankful that we got in it. We take nothing for granted, having missed the tournament last year, and it's such a positive experience to be in Columbus and doing this. I'm somewhat sad that we won't have that opportunity to do it again because you guys do such a great job of hosting this tournament. But like every year, it comes down to that last day, and it happened again. And I think people are going to be seeing some good baseball played over the next few days because there's a lot of parity in the Big Ten, and we're looking forward to it and competing against some great guys and some good baseball teams. So look forward to being here and glad to be here.
Well, to kind of echo their sentiments, first congratulations to Doug and Purdue on an outstanding regular season and a very deserving conference champion. We're excited to be here as well. It's great to be back. It's always every time that we have been here, the people of Columbus and the Sports Commission have just been outstanding in making this a true destination for our guys. And, we're excited again to be here and to compete. The last weekend we could have went anywhere from 2nd to 7th. And so, it was, certainly a relief for us to get the 5th seed and to compete in this week. And it should be a lot of fun and good baseball this week.
Our guys are, obviously very excited to be back in Columbus. Like the other coaches have said, I think this is just one of the greatest, setups, playing in the venue that it is and the support that we get from the Columbus Sports Commission and the Big Ten, with the Big Ten Network covering all the games. So it's very exciting for our guys to have this opportunity. We know, obviously, coming in with the top seed, you can't take anything for granted because this is going to be a very competitive field, and it's exciting for us, and I think it's good for the Big Ten as well to have great representation with the teams here in the tournament, and we just look forward to an outstanding week.
This has been a pretty big year of transition for not just our baseball team but our university, and the transition has gone very smoothly. I've been very impressed with the organization of the conference, of the league as far as baseball goes. We have a squad that nobody on our roster has been to a conference tournament. So to say we're excited is an understatement. We have a lot of seniors that finally get to play in bonus baseball, and we're just excited to get it going, and we're very glad and proud to be a part of the conference.
Last but not least, I think one thing that we've gone through is a realization that any one of these teams can compete nationally. That's really, on a weekend, daily basis, it's amazing what teams go through. You walk out of weekends saying, how did we win that game? You walk out of weekends, how did we lose that game? But it's a credit to all the coaches and the other players in this league. It's just amazing. Every week it seems like there's a grind, and you walk out of there thinking, man, what just happened? Good and bad. But I think this tournament's going to be exciting. There's a lot of good players in this league, a lot of quality coaches, programs, and there's a few programs out there that unfortunately fell short. But when you look at the league and what direction we're going in, I think it's pretty impressive. I know. I'm happy just to be in this tournament. Last year we were just happy to be in this tournament and get an opportunity to play postseason baseball.
Did this work here? And if it did,
let these guys comment. This is hometown for me, so I'll let everybody else comment.
I'll run at it first. No, I think you have to wear several hats when you're looking at. Well, first, I will say, when we came in 2009, that was, personally my first experience, in the tournament format on the neutral side, and we were fortunate enough to win it that year. I do remember saying to my club after the season was over and the coaching staff, and I just talked with Linda about this over our initial meeting. I said, we got treated better. And this is no disrespect to the regional site, but I said we got treated better. It was a better experience for our kids in the Big Ten Conference tournament in Columbus, Ohio, than it was at the regional site. And I'll stress that again. It's nothing against the regional site. It's just that this group did such a fantastic job of making it first class. And we talked about it as head coaches in Chicago when these initial discussions came up about what do we do in the future. It was from the time the bus pulled into Columbus, the time that reaching out in the emails of making sure everything was done first class. And so specifically to Columbus, I think, the future cities in Minneapolis and eventually Omaha, Nebraska are going to have a high standard to meet because the expectation levels have been set so high from what you all have done from Columbus. But the neutral site thing, I think, is something that will still be up for debate amongst the coaches. What you have seen since 2009 is a lot of programs in the Big Ten have invested significant dollars in on-campus facilities, so I think eventually that'll circle back around. But personally, for Indiana University and what you all have done in Columbus, I can't speak highly enough of what the Big Ten Conference in Columbus has partnered to give our kids what I think truly is one of the best postseason tournament experiences in the country. And probably not far off from the College World Series experience, and I really mean that. So it's been unbelievable.
Good answer.
Coach, I just want to get your take, being the first member of the league, first some of the coaches talk about the strength of the league, how good they think they've been this year. Just want to get your take as sort of a newcomer. What was it like going through the Big Ten week in, week out this season?
Well, I've been asked that question a million times of comparing the Big 12 to the Big Ten. Going in, one thing I do with everything that I do, I keep an open mind. You start having preset ideas of what you think things are going to be like. You're in big trouble. But a couple things I've been super impressed with is there's a lot of good players, a lot of guys that can really swing it. And the one thing that I've seen more than anything is the pitchability of the pitchers. You look at all the guys that are in the top in the conference, they all have command of 3 pitches. They can work both sides of the plate. Now, the one difference, I haven't seen like consistent velocities super high, but they're sitting in the 87 to 91 range, which is just fine. But the pitchability has been fantastic. You can obviously tell they've been well coached. You have to be able to have a great approach at the plate to have any success at all. And one thing I did know it was going to be is you're going to have a bunch of guys that can scrap and play baseball the right way, and that's exactly what the Big Ten brings. And you can see it. We can talk about the north-south till we're blue in the face, but the simple fact is teams up north get a lot better towards the end of the year, and guys peak at this time of year. So you're going to see some high-quality baseball, and we saw it throughout the entire conference.
I wasn't even sure we made the conference tournament. I was told that by our radio guy, but I was hoping that Mr. Delaney would send me a text or something to confirm that, because it was not what we had anticipated going into the weekend. The tiebreaker didn't play out the way we thought. What I told our guys that we were very fortunate, because what we had set out to do, we didn't do. Fortunately, we didn't have the tiebreaker figured out right, and we were able to still be a qualifier for the tournament. But the biggest thing I told our guys is I did not want to be happy being in the tournament. Like everybody else here, we're going to play to win the thing, and I wanted our guys to be in that frame of mind that, it's not hunky-dory to just make the tournament. We're showing up here in this tournament to try to win the thing. Like I'm sure everybody else has got the same ideas.
Coach Driver, just kind of maybe over down the year you guys have had, what it means to try to keep momentum going, I guess, in this tournament. Is it tough to be a one seed? You got all these kind of you got maybe a target on your back at this point, or just I guess what's sort of the mindset being the top seed overall?
Well, I think definitely, like the other coaches have said, everybody's going to come to play and everybody's going to come, to win. So, but yeah, with the one seed, I mean, you've got the target on your back, but I felt like our guys have kind of had that target on our back all year, and they've responded pretty well through it. I think we were picked second by the coaches, or picked to finish second by the coaches, and by other numerous magazines, some even picked us to finish first. So we started off hot, and the expectations just rose around us around campus. We hadn't won a Big Ten since, I hate to even say it, 1909, and after the second weekend, we had people coming out of the woodwork saying, "This is the year, this is the year," and I mean that's kind of tough, but our guys had that expectation. And I've always said that, pressure's when other people's expectations are higher than your own. So that really didn't put any pressure on our guys because they did expect to do well this year. And, I give them a lot of credit. They've earned the top spot, but they haven't earned anything in this tournament yet. So they know they have to come and play, and they're going to have to compete against quality teams. So. Well, if I get the vote, yes. I think our resume is going to probably give us that opportunity. I think if we go 2-0, that's not going to help. But right now, I think if we fare well in the tournament, we still put ourselves in a position to possibly host as a 1 seed. And with that in mind, I would think that there's a little bit of margin for error. That if we don't do so well, that I think we'll still get that opportunity. But I don't want to leave it up to other people, I guess, and we've got to kind of settle it on the field, and I think our guys are taking that approach as well.